If you clicked on this video, then you know that coffee is very harmful for our bodies. It is a drug and should not be even legalized. The problem is that knowing it's bad for us doesn't necessarily stop us from drinking it. Why? Because it's an addiction, and in order for you to get off coffee, it will require a few things. Here in this video, I'm going to help you get off this coffee for good. Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, hi, my name is Leah and I like to share vegan recipes, ideas and all kinds of health content on this channel. So if this is something that you are interested in, then consider subscribing. I would really love to have you here. So before we dive into this video, I highly recommend for you to check out my other video that I made about coffee earlier, and then come back here and I will give you step by step what to do. If you did watch my older video already, then let's continue talking about coffee here. Okay, let me just start by saying that I absolutely used to love coffee. The whole process, the grinding of the beans and the brewing process, mixing in my favorite plant milk, spices, or some sweetener. Yeah, it was like a meditation to me, and it was really difficult to get off this addiction. But I haven't had any coffee for a few years now, and I do not regret my decision. And in fact, I am so grateful that I am no longer a slave to this drug. Okay, I promise to give you exact step-by-step how to get off the caffeine drug addiction. And yes, we will call it as it is. It is a drug addiction, and it doesn't matter if the whole world is drinking it. It doesn't make it okay. The whole world is on caffeine drugs, unfortunately, but soon you will get off this addiction and you will feel amazing and you will forget you ever had that problem. Okay, step number one is going to sound a little bit weird, but bear with me. So what you have to do is go ahead and make yourself a cup of coffee just the way you like it, and then sit down and really enjoy it. But know that it's your last cup of coffee. And when you finish, just say goodbye. And then you're gonna have to go and get rid of all the coffee products in your house. And if you have someone in the house who likes to drink coffee too, just explain to them the situation so they could be supportive and make sure they don't offer you any caffeine. And hopefully they will hide the coffee from you for the time being until you are better. Okay, so next step is number two. You're gonna have to go to the store and buy yourself some good green tea. Yes, I know. Green tea has a lot of caffeine too, but just bear with me and trust the process. So, buy yourself some green tea and also buy some cacao, like the least processed kind without any sugar or other junk, just plain cacao. So when the urge comes up to drink your coffee, just make yourself a cup of tea, a cup of green tea, and drink that. And just to let you know, green tea does have caffeine, but it's in a different form, so your body doesn't freak out as much as it does when drinking coffee. So the next morning you wake up and instead of coffee, you can make some hot chocolate. The way you can make it is warm up a cup of plant milk, for example, organic soy milk. You warm it up and you add some teaspoon or two of cacao, and then some sort of sweetener like maple syrup. Just mix it up well and warm it up, and that's it. It's ready, and enjoy instead of your coffee. And just to let you know, please do not drink any decaf coffee. Just take my word for it. Take this 1 week to just drink tea or hot chocolate instead of coffee. One day tea, another day hot chocolate, and so on and so forth. Okay, moving on to step 3. If you followed my guidance so far, you might be getting closer and closer to quitting this caffeine drug. So, this second week, we are going to stop drinking green tea and cacao altogether. But we would have to replace it with something different, because you can't just, well, I know I can't just quit something. I have to always replace it with something else to kind of trick my brain into that I'm kind of still doing this habit, but at least I replace it with something different. If you watched my other video, you probably know this, that I am really a big fan of chicory. You can find it in health stores or in Amazon online. It's just like an instant coffee, and it tastes so close to coffee, you will be surprised. You can even make it the way you like making your coffee, with some plant cream or some sweetener or spices, whatever you desire here. Try and drink that and see how you feel. So the taste would be the same, as I said, but you might start looking for that caffeine element, which is not there anymore, but just hang in there. Just tell yourself it is temporary and your mind will calm down eventually. Give your mind some freshly squeezed orange juice or some other fresh juice and you will feel better and you will have your energy, because what you get from coffee is a false energy. Just watch my other video where I explain everything to you. So now I really have to warn you that within a day or two after stopping caffeine altogether, you might start getting some headaches. Yes, they are very annoying, but just hang in there. They will go away. These caffeine withdrawal headaches may last up to 3 days. They are just a bit annoying, but keep doing what you are doing and know what you are going through right now is a good thing. Your body is finally getting rid of this drug and soon you will feel much better, I promise you. Just stick to it. Okay, so after the headaches are gone, your mind might still think about this occasional coffee here and there, but just remember about those headaches. I'm sure you don't want to go through this again. Don't give in to just 1 cup of coffee, because whenever there is 1 cup of coffee, there is a second one, and then you can go back to drinking coffee again. So just stay strong. Don't give in. Try to drink chicory or some other drink, or maybe like dandelion tea drink. Try to replace it with something else. Just don't give in. You know, some people might justify this coffee drinking habit because science says that there are some antioxidants in coffee, so it must be good. But no. First of all, most of the antioxidants are gone when you cook something in really, really high temperature. And all coffee beans are going through that process, so there is no more good left. Just drink fresh juices and you will feel better and you will have your energy, I promise you. You can also try and write on a sticky note a little reminder to yourself, something like, I am caffeine free and I am full of energy. And just stick it somewhere where you often see it, for example, in the bathroom or in the kitchen. So it's a good reminder and kind of like an affirmation that helps you program yourself and helps you get rid of this addiction, which is not just physical addiction, it's also mental addiction. So just keep this little reminder somewhere for yourself and it will help also. Remember when you were a child, did you drink caffeine to get through your days? Most likely not. You never even thought about coffee and you might have even tried it once or twice, and if it was without milk and sugar, it was bitter and disgusting. Just remember that, you know, if you drink a cup of coffee, the smell is very pleasant, you really like that smell, but after you drink that cup of coffee, do you remember this bad breath smell? It's just so disgusting. It's just so not worth it, guys. It's nasty. Also remember that if something has addictive properties that will give you a headache when you're trying to come off of it, then it must not be doing any good to your body, no matter what anyone says about some possible benefits about coffee. I remember when I got off coffee, my hands were not numb in the mornings anymore. And that could be because coffee blocks the iron absorption. So once I was done with caffeine, my hands are never numb. And that was just one thing, okay? I had a few other problems that went away. It's all in my other video. If you haven't watched, I'm gonna leave a link in the description, so make sure to watch it. So just think of all the benefits it can give you and concentrate on the positives, no matter how tempting that cup of coffee is. It is not worth your health. We only have one body, and we should treat it nice if we want to be treated the same way in return. So I really hope this video will help you get off this coffee drug, and if you know someone who might need help getting off coffee, please share this video with them, and I really hope it helps them too. And now I'm going to leave my other coffee video here on the screen in case you still haven't seen it, and I will see you there.